What it do? Yo, man, listen. Today, I'm going to be talking about what factions from Warhammer 40,000 you'll most likely see in the mobile game Tacticus. Let's get right into the video. First things first, it's the most bloated faction, Imperium. We have Ultramarines, we have Sisters, we have Imperial Guard, we have Templars, Space Wolves, AdMech, and Dark Angels. A lot of Marines. In Imperial land, we have two main factions remaining, Custodes and Grey Knights. And we have a lot of Space Marine chapters. Now, Space Marine chapters, as you can see, in the game, we have four right now, and there are a lot of cool ones. More specifically, Blood Angels. Now, Blood Angels are very famous. They are very cool. Everybody loves Blood Angels. It's crazy how they're essentially the poster childs for cool Marines because Ultramarines are seen as nerds, which is silly. So I'm very confident, especially because of the survey results, we will see Blood Angels at the game at some point. And if you're getting Blood Angels, it means you're getting Dante. Like it's just no way. We are getting Dante for sure. Like Sanguinor and Mephistus, like they are and Sanguinary Guard, like they are whatever, right? There's a chance we don't get them. But Dante, we will most likely get. He will most likely have four movement and do power damage and has like a melta gun. Like that's we know that. It might be a situation like Karn where the leak said he doesn't have a pistol, and the assumption was like, oh, Karn will have a pistol because his pistol has a name. I'm pretty sure Dante's gonna have a Melta pistol because it's like the lore and stuff, the devastation of Baal. He just fucking domes a Hive Tyrant. It's just crazy stuff. Other than that, it's the Custodes. It's Henry Cavill's favorite faction. Everybody loves Custodes. It's awesome. They just had a codex release at the time of this video. It sucks ass. It's fine. But we will most likely see Custodes. Now, Grey Knights, they might do a lot of psychic damage. I mean, they will probably do a lot of bolter and psychic damage, which is cool. More stuff to combo with Neurotrope. I'm excited to see all of these factions. Imperium is very bloated. I do acknowledge that. But realistically, most people play Imperium. Imperium, especially Space Marines, are the most represented faction in the game because most starter boxes have Imperium. And so when you're getting into the hobby, you will most likely buy Space Marines. Like statistically speaking, in tournaments, Space Marines have like a lot of players because everybody's like, oh, I want to get into 40K. Oh, what's the starter box? It's Space Marines. Let me buy that, right? So it's expected that Imperial is the most bloated faction in the game. Now, speaking of Imperium, let's go to Zenos. Now, Zenos is an umbrella faction essentially for classification, but these factions are separate, as you know. You can't take them in each other's campaigns. We have Orcs, Necrons, Eldari, Talonpyre, and Tyranids. There's a lot of Xenos. There aren't that much variety. Of the Xenos that are remaining, we have Drukhari, which was quite popular last edition, a couple of years ago. Not because they were, like the most popular faction or whatever. It was because they were absolutely busted on the tabletop. They were overpowered as hell. It was crazy. Genestealer cults is really cool. They're not a lot of players. It's unfortunate. We'll probably get a patriarch in Genestealer cults because that's the big daddy of the faction, right? Pretty straightforward. Votan is pretty cool. I think, and I say this with a lot of confidence, if Votan gets confirmed, we will know what characters will come so easily. There are like 5 models in Votan or 5 units in Votan that are not vehicles. Like it's gonna be so easy to predict Votan. Other than that, now this might be a little, I might be hopeful thinking, but Harlequins, they did have a codex in 8th edition. Currently, they don't. It got rolled back into Eldari, but you never know. They're in the game. There's Harlequins models, and there aren't that many Harlequins things, so we might get Harlequins. It might be fun. Now, now it's just me. I think we'll probably get Harlequins. I'm not coping. Just shut up. I'm not coping. Now, the real reason I made this video is because whenever I go on the Discord server, there are a lot of people saying, oh, we need more chaos factions. There aren't enough chaos factions. We need more chaos. You are absolutely correct. I am not disagreeing with you. I say this as someone who has a lot of D3 Imperials and Xenos and has no chaos above gold 2. It sucks. I have a lot of badges. I absolutely feel you. Chaos is a cool faction. However, let's just be realistic. Okay, just bear with me. There's the main Chaos Space Marines faction, the Codex, right? That's the Black Legion. There's the god-specific legions, Death Guard, Thousand Sons, and World Eaters. Of the current codexes we have, there are demons and there are chaos knights. We are not gonna get knights for now. That's what they said. Knights are too big. We're not adding them for now, maybe later, right? So I don't think they'll add knights as a playable faction for a long time. And maybe they'll add them as guild raid bosses. So only chaos faction we have, like you'll probably get, that has its own codex is demons. You'll probably get demons, I think. I have another faction, I'll get into that, but I want to finish my train of thought on demons. People are saying, oh, do 4 chaos factions, all of which being a mono god demons, right? Like you want a Khorne demons faction, a Slaanesh demons faction is each. I don't think it's going to happen. I think this is pure cope. I think what is most likely to happen is they're going to release one of each chaos god. So one Zeech demon, one Khorne demon, one, what's it called? Nurgle, and one Slaanesh. And their abilities will spawn more things because demons are all about spawning. And the legendary character will probably be the Chaos Undivided Demon Prince Be'lakor. I'm pretty confident on that because it will make no sense to have 2 of one god and just 1 of each of every other god. It makes no sense. Now, recently, Warhammer community announced that Emperor's Children are getting their very own index. This is a very big deal because right now, a lot of the codexes who've historically had factions, codexes, no, fucking yeah, I said that wrong. Goodness, I'm not gonna cut it. I don't care. I'm human. I'm not gonna cut it. I make the best mistakes. Everyone says so. Even I say so. These factions, right? They had their codexes. Now they got, because 10th edition changed a lot of things, they have indexes. So when Emperor's Children get their own index, they will be as valid of a faction as Death Guard, the Thousand Sons of World Leaders. So I'm pretty sure we're getting World Leaders. And the reason this is not Cope and other factions are Cope is because Tacticus is a Warhammer 40,000 IP product, and it exists exclusively to sell toys, not toys, fucking plastic models. And they're not going to do something that contradicts with what Games Workshop wants because it's Games Workshop's IP. And what happened was the faction survey in Tacticus, it said Emperor's Children, and I do play tabletop. I knew at that moment we were gonna get an Emperor's Children index because there is no way they release Emperor's Children in this game that's designed to sell tabletop models, and we don't have Emperor's Children playable in tabletop. So that's why I'm pretty sure Emperor's Children and Demons will come. Now, there is a different thing. I labeled this Legion Cope because they're Word Bearers, Night Lords, Iron Warriors, Alpha Legion, Red Corsairs, and Creations of Bile. These factions, they didn't have codexes in 8th, they didn't have codexes in 9th, they don't have codexes in 10th right now. However, the Chaos Space Marine Codex was massive, and all of these factions had their own armies you could play, which was crazy. They were so fun. I just before recording this video, I've seen some leaks on the Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Reddit, and they had detachment leaks for factions. And if you like look at the rules and lore of the factions, it's very evident what some factions are. For example, there is a faction called Dread Talons, and it's so obviously Night Lords that I didn't have any hope for us getting these factions. However, I have hope now. I am a believer. There's a vehicle detachment that's probably Iron Warriors, right? Like we might get these. However, realistically, I think what's going to happen is we're going to get Emperor's Children or demons. Like that's what's going to happen. It depends when we get the Emperor's Children index. They said we're getting it when the Chaos Space Marine Codex releases, so Empress Children might be the next because demons aren't so popular, and demon characters are like the cool ones or the greater demons, so we might not be able to get them in Tacticus because they're so big. I mean, those are like knight-sized units. They're crazy. Uh, Anyways, that's my little rambling about this because I'm pretty confident you'll get Empress Children, probably demons, and sub-factions, maybe, depending on how much Games Workshop commits. And I was gonna say when I recorded this video, this is my second time recording it. I said if you're not gonna get the Cope factions, after today's leaks, I think we might get them at some point. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year. I have hope now. Anyways, oh, before I close the video, that's true. I am in the Bloody Rose Discord server. My guild is Bloody Rose Celestians. It's a great community. I love being there. People are so fucking welcoming. It is crazy. There's a Discord link. You can probably get it off people in the main Discord as well. It's kind of red. I'll probably change that at some point. Thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate you giving me the time of day. There's my little refer a friend code. It will be nice if you entered it. It'll be nice. You know, I'm not trying to subliminally send messages to your brain to benefit me by giving 100 black shards, which I will probably use to get energy refreshes. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not gaslighting you. I've been told. I've been told I'm not the best gaslighter. I've been told I'm not a gaslighter. Everyone says so. Even you say so. And you're gonna enter my refer friend code. It's gonna be great. Everyone says so. Okay, that's my. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. It's just fun. I'm having fun. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and stay safe.